Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and happy Disability Pride Month. July is all about disability awareness and pride. And Kevin, tell us why that is.
Well, on July 26, 1990, George W. Bush signed the Americans with Disabilities Act, giving those with disabilities equal rights.
Yeah, so
along with everyone else.
Yeah, I mean that truly changed the world of disability. You know, but it did. You know,
okay.
Both Kevin and I are 1970s babies. Not to say exactly how old we are, but we were both born in the 70s, and so from then until 1990. And I'll be completely honest, like I've been in a wheelchair my entire life. For those of you new to our channel, I have congenital muscular dystrophy. So I utilize a power chair for my mobility. I have never walked. And so I honestly don't remember things being not accessible when I was a kid. However, I don't know, I feel like I was able to get everywhere and all of that, but I know for a fact things are so much better because of the ADA. And, we want to always celebrate that because, Kevin and I do a lot of things together.
It's not easy going up 2 flights of stairs with this little lady because they don't have an elevator.
Yeah, that happened. I had made a dental appointment with a new dentist. Never had an issue with that before. You think going to a doctor's office or a dentist's office is going to be accessible, right? And not so much.
I think you'd want your money,
But we get there and there's no elevator, and the dentist is on floor 2. So Kevin, being the wonderful boyfriend that he is, wants me to keep my dental appointment. So he literally carries me up 2 flights of stairs, and of course all of the ladies and the dentist,
they all went, oh,
and giving their husband sort of the side eye.
Oh, they gave him the side eye. What for?
Yeah. You see what that guy is doing? But in today's video, we wanted to talk to you about the 5 misconceptions of people, more specifically in wheelchairs. When we talk disability, I like to remind our viewers is that things that I'm going to say are particular to me and me alone. So if other wheelchair users are watching this, or you're somebody that knows a wheelchair user and it doesn't sort of fit what goes for you, I apologize. But this is my experience. So with the misconceptions, the first one being, and as I mentioned, I'm in a power chair, but the first misconception that I run into all the time is that people automatically assume that I have some sort of paralysis. So they equate wheelchair with being paralyzed, and I'm not. I move everything, I feel everything, but because of the muscular dystrophy, it just makes me too weak to walk. But if I'm in the pool or in the ocean, when I'm in water, it makes you lighter, and I am able to walk in the pool and in the ocean. So that is such a wonderful experience, so good therapy-wise. And I have to say, it's always interesting to watch people watching me, because they assume I'm just going to sit on the steps or on the bench of a pool, or that someone like Kevin is going to hold me, and then all of a sudden I stand up and I start walking. And it's like, oh, she's healed. Not so much. But so that is misconception number 1. misconception number 2 is that because I am in a wheelchair, I have to be in a relationship with somebody else that is in a wheelchair or has another disability. And again,
What? Yeah, I was born tall. I got tallness.
not true. He got tallness, y'all.
Yeah, tallness. You gotta watch out for the milk and the Flintstone vitamins.
Yes. So I have, I've never dated anybody, not that I wouldn't, but I've never dated anybody that was in a wheelchair. And it has just been a very normal relationship. What about for you? I mean, is it weird for you, or was it a learning curve, or was there hesitation starting a relationship with me?
Well, I kind of knew you,
You did.
before we started dating, so you were just Jamie to me. So when I made fun of you the very first time.
Yeah, that's how he wooed me, y'all. He made fun of me.
Yeah, I made fun of her. I was the first person ever to make fun of her.
I don't know first person ever, but I will say,
Well, it was a playful kind of thing.
it was. He wasn't
She
like
came up to
really
me
making fun of me.
and She comes zipping by with her other chair, and then kind of hit the brakes and whipped around and just flopped back and said, "Yes, may I help you?" and I just said, "Yes, you may." And then she's like, "Oh, you making fun of me?" And I'm like, "Well, yes, I am." And then she just all, and then we kind of been like pals ever since.
Yeah, more than pals. I mean, we've been together almost 9 years. The beginning of next year will be 9 years. So it's been a minute for Kevin and I, and it's
A minute? That's like
it's been a long minute.
Hour. You want to talk in times of minutes.
Yeah, it's
Oh
been.
man, we're so old.
We're so old.
I mean, woman, not man.
Yeah, So to answer and to dispel that misconception, no, a person in a wheelchair does not have to date someone else in a wheelchair. Third misconception is that someone that is in a wheelchair cannot live independently or have a job. They can't work. And again,
Get a job, Jamie. Come on now. You don't even leave the house, and you just kind of get in your jammies and all of a sudden get on your little computer and phone.
Best kind of work.
And
yeah, working from your jammies. Yeah, but truly though, I mean, yes, right now.
It's not really a job. She doesn't go there. She's just there already.
Yeah, well, I work from home because I own a marketing company. I own a travel agency, and I have some exciting news that I will share in a future video of a new endeavor that I am now a part of as well. But yes, all of those, I work from home. However, since I graduated college in 2000, I always worked for a company. So I was a graphic designer for a Fortune 500 company in the year 2000, that's right. And then I worked for a hospital, and that's where Kevin and I met, doing marketing and public relations for 12 years. And then in 2016, decided it was time to branch out on my own and do my own thing. So yes, we absolutely can hold down jobs. Second part of that was, can we live independently? And again, this goes with what I was saying of not all wheelchair users are created equal. So for me specifically, I can never live completely on my own. Yes, I am very independent. Yes, I can do a lot of things on my own. But what I cannot do on my own are things like transferring out of my wheelchair. I cannot dress myself. I cannot fully shower myself. I can do my makeup, but I can't fully do my hair. myself. You know, I cannot fully
Jamie.
cook. So
Jamie,
what?
This is getting depressing.
No.
Here,
No.
let me flick the joystick.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
better.
No.
No?
So I'm saying all that you know, once I have somebody to help me get up in the morning and get ready for my day, the rest of the day I'm pretty independent, and I don't need someone with me 24/7. And most of the day I am here.
Excuse me? You
Well-
don't need anybody? What am I doing here?
Well, you live here, and you know, but my point is I don't need a babysitter. I don't need someone 24/7, but I could not live.
I was unwanted.
No, you're very wanted. But I could not live alone because I need help. So there are
Just a
some,
little help.
just a little help. So the way things,
Please. Just
work
kidding.
around here is Kevin is not my caregiver. So Kevin does know how and does provide care. He has done all of that I've mentioned. And when we travel, it's just Kevin and I. So, you know, he does do all of that for me. So yes, Kevin is a caregiver of sorts, but that is not his role in my life. We have a friend.
That's not how I roll.
That's not how he rolls. I do the rolling in this relationship.
So,
So,
baller.
but we do have a friend that also lives with us.
Shot caller.
Yes. And you've met them. That's Jorge. So you've seen him in our videos before. Jorge and I have been friends over 20 years. He is not a licensed nurse. He's not from a home health agency or anything like that. He is just a phenomenal friend that helps, you know. So if Jorge's home, I will always defer to Jorge. I try to keep the caregiver romantic relationship separate. Now, I will share that I was previously married, and again, my ex-husband was not a wheelchair user. We did not have anybody else living with us, and he was the full-time caregiver. And that is not why we're not together now. But I just, in future relationships, really wanted to not have all of that on my significant other. Circling back to, can someone in a chair live independently? It's going to depend on that person's abilities. But for me personally, I cannot fully live independently, but I haven't lived at home with parents, because a lot of people think independence, it means with your parents. I haven't lived at home with my parents since I was 19. So, and I'm 43 now. So there you go. So the fourth misconception is that if you have a disability, if you're in a power chair or wheelchair period, that you have a sad and depressing and just miserable existence.
You just need a joystick.
Am I sad and miserable and depressed?
Well, you sounded pretty negative there with all I can.
I will never forget.
No, she's pretty uppity most of the time.
Yeah, Kevin had made the comment to me long ago, probably in the very
She jumps
beginning.
into life like puddles of rain.
Yeah.
So happy that she's splashing around in life.
Yeah, Kevin has said I live in like little Jamie world, where everything is sunshine and roses and all of that.
And there's a lot of garden gnomes walking around.
I'm little, like I'm 5 foot around there, you know, and he's 6'4", so there's little height discrepancy. So, you know, he calls me a garden gnome, and that's not nice, y'all. Call me a garden gnome. Actually,
no, I didn't call you that. I just said
I
that
actually
in
think
your
it's
world,
cute.
There are garden gnomes in your world.
Yes, in my little Jamie world, you know. But I think because of the way that I was raised, I was brought up to not think about
That
I
was
guess
very
not,
hurtful of me to say that.
not think about my disability.
Will you forgive me?
I will forgive you.
Oh,
But
thank you.
I don't think that I thought about it.
There's our relationship fight.
Yeah. Yep. But I think that my parents really instilled in me that whether you have a disability or not, no matter what it is, if you put your mind to it, and not to sound too cliche, but if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. And that's really true, you know? So I have always thought that there was no limitation for me. And because of that, I have achieved some incredible things. I have gone on so many adventures, many of which you guys have seen. You know, Kevin and I have been ziplining and indoor skydiving, you know, up in a hot air balloon. So many things.
We need to add a new one.
We do.
We
We
just
need
keep
a new
playing the
adventure.
Same old ones.
We
over
need
and
a new
over
adventure.
again.
So tell us in the comments below, what should our next adventure be? I'd love to get some of your ideas of what we should do. Scuba diving. Honestly, I think I would be scared out of my mind with scuba diving.
Oh.
Only because when I was a little girl, side story, it's story time with Jamie.
When she was a little girl.
When I was a little girl, I was sitting in a beach chair, like a regular beach chair,
You're still little.
not a wheelchair, beach chair. But I was sitting at the edge of the water where it's just coming onto the beach, you know, and my parents were farther back on the beach. And as the tide would come in, I kept seeing something getting closer and closer and closer, and I'm thinking, what is that?
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun, dun,
right?
dun.
And I realized that it was, even though it was dead, it was a jellyfish. And even dead, a jellyfish can sting you.
Why haven't I heard this story before?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the crab and the pickle story.
No. This is why I'm afraid to get in the ocean now. Because,
Oh, wow. Yeah, those can sting you.
yes, and so, but here's the problem. I'm sitting in this beach chair. I can't get up and run away, you know, and my parents are back on the beach. So I'm screaming my little kid full head off. Now they did come in and rescue me, obviously, but it was
How did that go?
traumatic. How did what go?
No, did you say, help me, help?
Yeah,
And
I'm
they
like,
just
Mom, Dad.
my baby.
No, and they
baby
just,
Jamie. And
they
come
came
running
over.
to-
They didn't know what the problem was, but, you know, then quickly saw, like, yeah, jellyfish incoming. So scuba diving might freak me out a little bit, but
Oh,
you never know. I might try it. But so no, sad, depressed, boo-hoo existence, absolutely not. And the final misconception is, and we've touched on this already, but is that every wheelchair user is the same. You know, or if you say you have, like me, I have congenital muscular dystrophy. Somebody else that has congenital muscular dystrophy might have completely different abilities than I do. You know, so you can't think that just because there's power wheelchair users or they have the same diagnosis that they are the same and their abilities are the same, and how the condition affects them is the same. You know, so, you know, that definitely is something that does not apply to people with disabilities. We're all different.
that's why I picked you.
Because I was the best one.
You're the best one.
Aw. Okay, guys, so tell us what you think in the comments below. Did you have these same misconceptions about a person with a disability, or more specifically a person that is in a wheelchair? And also, you know, it is Disability Pride Month. I would love to know some of your burning questions for people with disabilities. You know, I have always been an open book. Kevin really too. So we would love to answer any of your questions about having a disability or being in a relationship with someone with a disability. Just please be respectful when you are asking these questions, but we would love to hear from you, and we absolutely thank you for all the support. Our channel just keeps growing and growing. We love getting your comments, and we really appreciate all of your support. Make sure, if you haven't already, click that like button. Don't forget to share our channel so other people can find us, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a future video. And we'll be talking to you guys real soon.